Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe that we are wrapping up 2024 soon, and 2025 is going to be my 5th year of bullet journaling. What began as a curious hobby has turned into a fulfilling part of my routine and something I genuinely love. And I'm very proud of myself for still going strong. So yes, in today's video, we will be setting up my bullet journal for 2025. And I will be using this lovely Suki Lemon Love limited edition bullet journal from Notebook Therapy. The notebook has this beautiful lemon yellow cover, and to be honest, I hadn't used a yellow notebook before, so I guess this is really going to be a fresh new start for me. And oh yeah, if you're also looking into new notebooks for the new year, feel free to visit Notebook Therapy's website and use my discount code lootengstudio10 for a 10% discount. Links and discount codes are available in the description box below. Upon opening the notebook, the first page I'm setting up is my name page. For my name page, I just wrote my name with a gold ink pen and decorated the page with some yellow flower doodles. I'll tell you more on why I chose a floral theme later on in the video, but the yellow color palette for this year's setup is mainly to match the yellow color of my notebook. So now, once the name page is done, let's move on to making the cover page. To me, the cover page was a very simple and yet elegant design where I made a yellow plaid pattern in the middle and stamped out 2025 with my wooden alphabet stamps. Didn't really feel like doing calligraphy for the titles this year because I've been doing that for the past few years, and it's honestly time for something new. And as for the theme, a floral theme felt like the perfect choice since it was the same theme that I used in my first ever bullet journal. So now, after 5 years, I really wanted to recreate it as a way to celebrate how far I've come. But instead of a mix of different flowers, I focus on drawing only one type of flower that, to me, kind of looks like yellow daisies that symbolizes positivity, hope, and new beginnings, which is perfect for a New Year setup. So yeah, that's the inspiration behind my cover page, and the page on the left is just my key page, which is a list of symbols and what they stand for. After 5 years of bullet journaling, I can say that I'm very familiar with all the symbols that I use, but I still do like making a page about it in the beginning of my bullet journal. So yeah, there's the circle for tasks, triangle for events, square for YouTube related tasks, and there's also a new heart symbol that I've added for activities related to self-care. And the reason why I added this heart symbol is to remind myself to take a good rest from work and practice some self-care. And now, flipping over to the next few pages are going to be my future log. For this year's future log, I'm cutting only the top of one page to make it look like a flip book, so that way, I won't need to redo the title future log twice. But okay, wait, maybe until now, some of you who are new to bullet journaling might be curious on what is a future log. So let me explain it to you. A future log is like an overview of the entire year from January to December, and it's very helpful in helping you plan and keep track of all the events happening in the year. It's a place that keeps all of your future events in one place, and anything that occurs in the future months, such as birthdays, holidays, trips, meetings, appointments, and so much more, can go into this future log. It's a great way to help you keep track of all the events so that you don't forget or miss out on any of them. And for my future log, I'll be using 4 pages, where I will divide each page into 3 sections to fit 3 months. So over here, you can see that I have divided each page into 3 sections with this wavy looking line that kind of looks like vines from a plant, which I think really fits the floral theme. And later on, in each section, I wrote out the month and stamped the calendar with my rubber calendar stamps. These rubber calendar stamps have been such a lifesaver for me, and I just love how quick and easy it is to set up the entire future log with them. And lastly, for the header, I just drew like a few of yellow daisies and added a yellow grid pattern washi tape to the side of the flipping page, and I guess that's it for my future log. Now moving on to the next two pages are my 2025 quarterly goals page. In the past few years, I normally set up my goals page by dividing them into different categories like academic, work, finance, health, or social. But this year, I want to switch things up a bit by setting goals on a quarterly basis. By focusing on specific goals for each quarter, I can break down larger yearly goals into more manageable mini goals. This approach will make them feel much more achievable, as tackling them one quarter at a time will prevent me from feeling overwhelmed or impossible right from the start. So my quarterly goals page over here is just me drawing 4 columns for each quarter of the year and me decorating the bottom of the page with a field of yellow daisies. And I guess we're done with the quarterly goals page, and feel free to share with me what are your goals for the new year. Now, the next spread that I'm making is my finance tracker. Ever since I graduated from university and started working a full-time job, tracking my finances became extremely important, so that's why I incorporated a finance tracker last year, and I've been really loving the functionality of the spread. So this year, I decided to make a finance tracker too. And as you can see here, I drew 6 columns which represents the first 6 months of the year, which is January to June. This is because I will eventually be using another notebook for the second half of the year, so this finance tracker will only last until June. And at the far left side of the page, there's 3 categories: income, bills, and expenses. The income category will include my full-time job, YouTube, sponsorships, affiliate earnings, and my shop, Looting Shop. Then below that, I have my bills that I need to pay every month, like room rental, car loan, electricity, and so much more. And the last category is for expenses like food, groceries, clothing, hygienic products, entertainment, and so much more. The finance tracker is a bit different from the one I did last year because I added another row under each category for me to write the sum of money. And lastly, at the right side of the page, there's a section for my savings, which is how much money I've saved in each month. Now that we are done with the finance tracker, we are going to set up these 2 pages for my video ideas. This page will serve as a creative space where I can brainstorm, jot down all the video ideas that I want to try, and organize my thoughts before I turn my ideas into actual content. And the design for this page is super simple too, where I just drew a wavy line of yellow daisies on the sides of the title. Now, the next spread is something new that I've never tried before, which is a monthly challenge page. I was so inspired to create this after watching some of Jashi Curran's videos. She's a talented bullet journalist who shares amazing content on bullet journaling, so remember to check out her channel too. So yeah, for my monthly challenge page, I decided to set up a challenge for myself every single day. I've chose 6 challenges to focus on from January to June, such as reading, hydrating, working out, journaling, no spending, and no sugar. Under each challenge, you see a mini calendar where I'll mark off each day I complete the challenge. It's, to me, a very simple and great way to challenge myself to be the better version of myself, and I just can't wait to take on these challenges. Now, next to the monthly challenge page, we have the monthly reset page, which was inspired by Anna from Journal Away, another incredibly talented bullet journalist. The monthly reset page is essentially a list of things that I want to do at the start of each month to reset and give myself a fresh start, almost like decluttering both mentally and physically. For my reset page, I've broken it down into 2 categories: YouTube-related tasks and self-care. In each category, I list activities that I want to do at the beginning of the month for my reset. For example, in the work category, I've written things like plan for the new month, film monthly plan with me, review finances, and more. For self-care, I included activities like journaling, facial spa, catching up with friends, and even just taking a full day of rest. And as I complete each task, I'll just check it off in the corresponding month on the right. Now, the second last page that I'm showing you in my monthly setup is going to be my monthly highlights page. In previous years, I'd done a 2-page spread where I pasted printed Polaroid pictures for each month. However, I found that I didn't end up printing out Polaroids as much and the page ended up getting neglected. So this time, I'm trying a new approach where I'll be drawing doodles to represent each month's highlights. To me, I think it's going to be a fun way to capture the moments, and besides, I can also use it as a chance to practice my drawing skills. Last but not least, the final page is a letter to myself page, which was suggested by one of my subscribers. I thought it was such a fun and meaningful idea to write a letter to myself now for the future me to read 12 months later. It's kind of like creating a time capsule. And for the design, I tried to make the letter look like it's coming out from an envelope with some scrapbooking papers, and then I added some stamps to give it a much more vintage feel. And overall, I really love how the page turned out, and I'm so excited to see how it feels when I read it at the end of next year. And now, here's the final flip through of my bullet journal setup for 2025. Overall, I'm very happy with how the entire setup turned out, and I hope it was able to give you some inspiration too. And before I forget, me and Notebook Therapy have collaborated on a giveaway where one lucky winner can win any notebook of their choice from Notebook Therapy for the new year. And all you need to do is like this video, subscribe to this channel, and leave a comment along with your Instagram handle. More giveaway details are in the description box below, so be sure to check them out. And lastly, thank you everyone for supporting me throughout all these years. I am truly grateful to have each and every one of you in this community, and I wish you all lots of love, joy, and happiness in this coming new year. And thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you all next year.